Hey, what's happening, folks? This is Casey Jewett here.
Hello, I'm Brandon Watson.
I've been in the brewing industry for about 6 years now. I've worked for Megaton, Ingenious Brewing Company.
I've been in the craft industry for the last 3 years. I started at Backpew and I've been with Megaton as the sales manager for the last year and a half.
I've been a sales rep for Deca Beer Co. for about a year now, and I also run their social media accounts.
I'm the creator of a local Houston-made drinking card game called F Your Liver. Welcome to the Beer Someone podcast. Hey everybody!
Yeah, I just said that.
Welcome to Beer Someone episode 11. I'm Brandon.
Part 2.
Yeah, we got Casey right here. Casey, you want to talk about what just happened?
Yeah, pretty much the camera was on me the whole time on the on our first attempt. So this is attempt number 2 with Ted and Terry Dougherty of Final Gravity Brewing, which I'm very excited to be here.
We're at Final Gravity Brewing, finally.
Yeah, very excited.
So if you're watching this right now, it's July 4th, and it's their grand opening, so you should be at Final Gravity right now. I know I probably am. Casey,
Yes.
you with me?
I'm probably going to go too. I don't have any kids.
Yeah? Yay. Good for you. So I've known Ted for a couple years.
I reminded everybody.
Ted's a great guy, 20-year police officer, Army veteran, makes really great beer. He's been making beer out of his garage for the last 9 years, right?
About 9 years, yes.
How did you know that?
Yeah, it's not like we just recorded a podcast. But I have known Ted for a while. I've spent some time in his garage trying lots of delicious beers. I'm so glad that he's opened up this brewery. Can you talk a little bit about what that's been like?
Opening the brewery?
Yeah, opening a brewery. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Trying to convince my wife of this was crazier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Terry.
But it
How
really
you
didn't
doing, Terry?
take much convincing. I don't
Well,
think.
once all this came inside the building, it's like, oh my gosh, this is really happening.
Hey guys, I'm sorry to interrupt. This is amazing. A little bit closer to the mics. Yeah. But so what was that conversation like whenever Ted said, I think I want to open a brewery?
Well, he said, I'm bored. You know, I think I want to open a brewery. And I'm like, what?
You didn't see it coming? Like, he pretty much turned your garage into a brewery.
Yeah, not really. No, we enjoyed having everybody over, drinking his beers, and
Wait a
don't
minute.
know, it
In
was-
my defense, everyone kept telling me I should do this.
true.
Yeah?
Yes.
I think I told you that.
Yeah, you should open your own brewery. And but yes, I did retire, and 6 months in, I got bored.
Just shove it in his face, why don't you?
Just shove it in your face. This place is amazing. This is your dream come to reality. Everything that you've been preaching to me since I've known you. I came in here when there was nothing here. You had little squares everywhere. And you told me this is where this is going to go. This is where this is going to go. There's going to be, you can see the different, I'm going to put on Casey. You can see the banners and the flags behind him. Ted said, we're going to have banners and flags from everybody. Mm-hmm. Anybody that wants to put one up.
Yep.
Yep.
You told me about the dart boards, the video game systems for the kids over here to play that you were going to do. And it's real, man.
Yeah, it's all come to reality. You know, it's actually here. It's exciting.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
And I know your beer names and a lot of the decor around here kind of spotlight that you guys are very patriotic. I mean, you have Liberty Haze. You have I can't read. I can't see that far.
Dose Tea.
Thank you.
Which is like it's a lager.
Well, the Dose Teas is not a patriotic.
That was the
name,
only
but-
one that's not patriotic,
Yeah,
right?
But that is a play on Dos Equis because
Ted and Terry.
Ted and Terry, Dose Tea.
That's what you called your
Yeah.
brewery at the house, right?
Yeah.
TNT.
It was.
Yeah.
And we do have another name for my regular lager. The one that's on now is not my regular one.
I'm drinking the orange lager right now.
Yeah, the
yes.
Orange Valor.
The Orange
There you go.
Valor.
Yeah.
What are you drinking,
I'm
Casey?
drinking the brown ale. I forget the name. I'm sorry.
Founding Brown.
Founding Brown. Okay, yeah. I'm just learning some of these names today.
Do y'all mind me asking what y'all are drinking on right now?
I have the hazy, the Liberty Haze.
Liberty Haze?
Yes,
I'm
which
drinking.
is my favorite.
I'm drinking Dose Teas.
Dose tea. Okay.
Yeah.
Man,
They're all
this is exciting.
really good, and they're going to get better
They're
and
good.
better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So this kind of leaning into the whole patriotic aspect, this big part of the reason why you're opening up, your grand opening is on 4th of July weekend, on 4th of July itself, actually. And I wanted to talk about that. I know we just did it a while ago, but I want to talk about the food trucks that are going to be here, the bands, and all the hoopla that's happening on 4th of July here.
Well, on the 4th, that Friday, we're going to have Sancho's Tacos, Ryan Pinnock playing his,
7 to 10.
yeah.
Very nice.
And then on Saturday, we're going to have Sancho's as well as Blazing Cajun.
Okay.
And then Dad Bod Band's going to be playing that evening,
Saturday night, yeah.
Saturday night. And then
Really cool.
Sunday will be, we don't have a band for Sunday, but Blazing Cajun will be here to serve food.
Right
Yeah.
on. Which we also, when we first started, we had a pizza because you guys have a pizza oven. Y'all do pizzas and pretzels. The pizza was really good. It's a we talked about it a while ago. I'm a really big pizza nut, so I like to talk about it.
It was pretty good pizza.
It's a kind of a thicker, kind of almost Detroit
deep
style.
dish,
Yeah, deep dish. It's a square. The squares are cut diagonally, which so you get some slices out of it. So it is very shareable. Super delicious. Very crispy on the bottom. So y'all are doing it right.
The chips and salsa. And
Chip
Ted makes the
salsa, yeah, that's right. Oh
Well,
yeah,
you
so
only
yes,
do
homemade
that.
salsa. Okay.
Y'all only do that if you don't have a food truck, right?
Right.
We only serve food if we don't have a food truck, yes.
And
Right.
Why'd y'all decide to do it like that?
To have something here for people who drink beer. And later on, we're going to add some
You don't
more
want to
stuff.
take any money away from the food truck
No.
if somebody's coming out
No,
here and spend their
no.
time. and-
Right.
It's just like mostly during the week when we don't have a food truck, and if someone's sitting here and then they get hungry, and instead of leaving, maybe they'll stay and have a snack or something and
Right.
have another beer. So.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think that's an important topic to bring up too. Is that when you have a food truck here, you want everyone to support that food truck. We really, all of us that work at our breweries prefer that people not bring outside food unless they have certain dietary restrictions. When there's a food truck present, but when they're not, you guys have pizza, chips and salsa, and pretzels to kind of hold you over. Because when you're drinking, it's nice to have something to munch on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Promote safe drinking, which is also
Yeah.
very nice.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
We also serve wine and seltzers, just to put that out there.
What kind of
sodas for the
seltzers?
kids.
Soft
water.
drinks for the kids, yes, and
What,
water.
what kind of seltzers?
Copa Chicos.
Oh, okay. Okay, so not
All the
alcohol,
flavors.
not hard seltzer.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Oh.
It's hard seltzer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not. It's Topo Chico hard seltzer.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, they have both.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right on.
no, only seltzers with alcohol.
No. I mean, the
Topo Chico
brand
has-
makes,
yeah,
they
Topo
make
Chico
hard
has
and
a-
non-hard.
I didn't know that.
Well, the non-hard means non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
We don't have non-alcoholic.
Yeah, but I'm saying exist.
He was telling me because I didn't realize that there was two different kinds.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, so I didn't know. I thought Topo Chico just made seltzer
Well,
water.
that's true. They do
Yeah.
make a regular, yeah.
They do, yeah.
Yeah. And now Mountain Dew's fucking making hard seltzer too. So I mean, everybody's
No,
jumping
I
on the
saw
bandwagon.
that. I saw
Yeah.
that.
I
Yeah.
want to try
I
that.
wanna try
They got a
it.
Baja
Yeah.
Blast?
Yes, I
Yeah.
mean, sure they do. They got a
They do.
variety
I
pack.
saw it the other day. They do.
Yeah.
We'll have to try
I'd be
that.
interested in checking
Yeah.
that out.
Yeah, and then so is there any
Baja
special
Blast
wine?
and
Are
a
you a
beer.
wine person?
Yes.
Okay, so you have good
Sour.
wine on deck?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
We have
All right.
a cab, a red blend, a Chardonnay, and a Pinot Grigio.
Very nice. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, do you care to tell which wines they are? I'm a little bit of a wine person.
Yeah?
Or used
What
to
kind
be.
of wines they are?
Or I mean, like the brands, like what brands are you
19
carrying?
Crimes.
Okay.
What's it called? Menage a Trois.
Okay.
Is the Pinot Grigio.
Gotcha.
Because 19 Crimes doesn't make a Pinot Grigio.
Mm-hmm.
But the other three, they do.
Okay.
So,
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, nice selection.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And I'm partial to 19 Crimes.
well, it's a good wine.
I found it mainly because it was more my law enforcement background. And I was like, oh, 19 crimes. Let's try this. And I tried it, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And she drinks all my wine.
Is that the one that you used to you could scan it with your phone and it would tell you a story
they'll
about
have Halloween characters.
Yeah.
At Halloween.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I've seen the one with Snoop Dogg too.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah.
I remember looking at that when I would do samples at the grocery store. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to buy
It's
one
fun
of these.
marketing gimmick. I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Definitely.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, very cool. Speaking of marketing gimmicks, I know you guys have a scavenger hunt type of thing that to get people to come into your tap room. Wanted to expand on that too. The coin finding thing.
It's a coin you hide.
Yeah. Are you
get a
guys
free
hide
beer?
it and?
Well, we started it last night, and somebody found it. I didn't even know they found it because I got preoccupied. But anyway, it was just a kind of like a gimmick just to see what would happen, and I hid it, and someone did find it. But then I'm thinking about expanding it later on. So maybe something outside the brewery, and maybe even offer a gold Mug Club membership if they find it.
That would be
Which
awesome.
Brandon is a member of.
I got a mug. Look at this thing. Yeah, let me show that off. That's cool. This is the first time I've gotten a drink out of it. Got this really slick picture of Final Gravity's logo right there, which is really cool.
If you're just listening, it's a white ceramic mug, 20 ounces,
Yeah.
with their
Thank you,
logo
Casey.
and Brandon's name and the number 8.
Yeah, I'm number 8.
Number 8 is Brandon.
It's really cool.
Very cool.
Why? You want to ask me why I picked 8?
Why?
Spiders.
'Cause I have 8 legs.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I won't
That's
go
cool.
there.
Yeah, I like it.
So
Sorry.
tell them about the Mug Club, babe.
Yeah, the Mug Club's awesome.
Well, we have a gold membership, which is lifetime. We only have 15 members on that one. And on the silver memberships, we have 50 members. And that one sold out. That sold out probably within the first 2 months of announcing it.
Wow.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, people would come in here and buy a mug, and they hadn't even tried the beer yet. So
Yeah,
it was-
people you didn't even
that was
know.
awesome.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier about how you started with social media and started building that following early on when you were just in the building stage, and then people just already building that curiosity and then ready to jump. Apparently, you guys have had a lot of visitors even when y'all weren't really ready to be open.
Yeah. They would
So
just
that's a great problem to
come in
have.
and thought we were open, and
Yeah,
then they would comment on it, and
yeah, and a lot of
of course Ted would give them, samples of the beer, and
yeah.
What
Yeah, a
now?
lot of people want to come in. They like to be one of those the first wave of people to visit the
Like,
brewery.
I went to
Yeah.
Final Gravity.
There's something special about that.
I think I told you this earlier, but I was at Hop Scholar yesterday in the Woodlands, and I sat
didn't
down and
see
got
that.
a coffee stout or something.
On Facebook.
And there was a patron next to me, and he's like, have you heard of Final Gravity? He's like, I was there yesterday. And he's like, I found the coin or something like that.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, yeah, I'm doing a podcast there tomorrow.
Yeah. So if you find the coin, you get a free beer. Is the
Right
way
now
it
it's
is.
a free beer, but you said it might be you might be switching it up occasionally.
Well, we may do something a little bit more in depth. That particular corn was inside the brewery, only in the areas that the patrons are going to be in, and then if we do something like a Mug Club membership, we may do it outside the perimeter of the brewery.
On the building though, not.
Well, out anywhere outside the building, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah. I guess because y'all just kind of came up with this idea, so we'll have
Yeah.
to see how that
Still gotta
develops.
talk about it.
It's a good idea though. I think it's fun. I like doing scavenger hunts, and that's basically what it
Yeah.
is.
Maybe give hints.
Yeah.
Like a
No.
scavenger hunt.
Yeah, depending on how hard it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's,
I love
you
that we're coming up with
You
ideas
could rate them
right
on
now.
difficulty. So I was talking about how this equates similar to a geocache earlier. Geocache has a rating of 1 to 5 on difficulty. 5 being like where you have to climb something. So you know what I mean? Like that's something to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're not gonna make anybody climb anything.
Right. I'm just saying like you could have a difficulty scale.
Right.
Yeah.
I wanted to point out that this is a family-owned brewery. It's all entirely run by your family. Right now, your daughter Ashley's behind the bar.
Yes.
That's
see
pretty
her.
cool. Is there any? And you said your grandson.
Yes, he works in the kitchen some, and he'll clean the glassware and just kind of giving them a summer job.
Very
So,
cool.
Yeah.
You told me once that you're building this brewery up to hand down to them in the future.
We're gonna hand it down to them to operate.
Yeah.
And if there's any benefits to reap, we're gonna get on a boat and sail away.
Yeah.
Although
yeah.
I don't like sailing, so
Like in Lord of the Rings at the end.
What the hell, Ted?
Start thinking Lord of the Rings.
I would get on a boat and sail away, but sailing sucks.
You're just gonna sail away and never come back.
no. We'll come back. We're gonna get on an airplane and fly to Europe.
Well,
and-
he wants to take me to Germany. So,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Oktoberfest.
Sure.
Maybe.
Mayfest too. The same thing. Same beer.
Yeah.
But in
just
reality,
different.
it'd be
It's better
nice
in
to
May.
have
Yeah.
the brewery to where we could sit back like we are right now and just enjoy and not have to.
Is
really
Ashley
work.
gonna brew the
Right.
beer?
I want to teach her how to brew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's eager to learn, I think.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
She's a cool person. He said
She said
earlier
she's
he
good.
wanted to get her on the podcast. She said she does not
She's
want to come
giving
on
us
the
the
podcast.
face like, nah, I'm good. I'm okay over here.
We're talking about you.
You don't want to come defend yourself?
She's like, I'm fine. I'm fine with whatever y'all are saying. That's funny. No, it's great that y'all are having family help y'all out. And,
Yeah, it's great.
That kind of makes things a little easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have friends that are helping, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's been good.
Yeah. And you have an amazing mural in the hallway here.
Oh yeah,
we
Chris
took a
Hernandez
picture of.
just came out here
No,
and
he
painted
is
a mural.
awesome. He is so awesome. Such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Really great guy.
Chris Hernandez was with us on, I don't remember what episode that was.
Episode
5 or 6. Yeah.
6 with Tom.
With Tom
at No
Painter
Label.
from No Label. We were at
Yeah.
No Label, and Chris was out there, and he's done a lot of
He
artwork
jumped on
for the
second
industry,
half
and
of that one. He's awesome.
really cool to have
One of my
him
best
here to
friends
do that.
in
It's
the
awesome.
industry.
Well, he's coming back to do a paint and sip.
Oh, okay. We didn't talk about that a while ago.
Yeah. You'll have to look it up. But
One moment, please.
Yeah, what's the date on
Yeah.
that? A Chris Hernandez paint and sip here
That's
at
cool.
Final
I
Gravity?
want to
Yeah.
say.
it's July
I wanna say it
17th
was-
or something.
I want to say.
That's coming up fairly
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah.
I want
But
to say
anyway.
it was after your.
After the
Music.
bingo, music bingo. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am hosting music bingo here July 10th. It'll
Yeah.
be patriotic themed.
Is
So
that
yeah,
going to be a
we wanna-
monthly thing?
Yes. We're going to try. I'm pretty sure that will be a monthly
You
thing.
said patriotic theme? Is it going to
Yeah,
have like
because
some
you
Toby
know
Keith? Some,
the joke's lost its flair.
What's that? How's that song? Oh, stick a boot in his ass. It's the American one. It's really awkward because I did that same joke before, like Casey's pointing out, and there's people in here.
I'm gonna
and
wear
they're-
my cutoff jorts
Yeah.
and my
Yeah.
my red, white, and brew shirt.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah.
I might have
even-
to come to that one.
Yeah, I might have to cut like a Fu Manchu or something. I don't know. We'll see.
I think you should. I think that would be great. It'd be great for the podcast.
I definitely
So-
will wear the jorts because I just found them in my closet the other day. I was cleaning out looking for a tape measure. So, yeah, y'all just
the heck
look.
is a jort?
So they're little. See how these are kind of short? They're
Yeah.
shorter,
Oh, I
and
see.
they're fringy, and they're pants that were now shorts.
Okay.
But I made them for. Actually, I was at Megaton when I made them for the first time, because we wanted to do a whole 4th of July thing, and we were all doing this
Sounds like one of our redneck parties that we had.
It was like a redneck 4th of July kind of.
Okay.
And I had a water pistol.
So Chris said that he's going to be here for the grand opening party, and he's going to have a
Ooh.
sign-up poster. And the paint and sip is going to be the 13th on a Sunday, and I just forgot the time. I think it's
3 to 5.
Yeah, I think it's
Nice.
early. 3 to
Perfect.
That's
5.
During the
awesome.
day, good little daytime event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to do it.
That's awesome. That'll be fun.
It's a really fun time. And
Do you know
Final
what the
Gravity.
subject is? What they're painting?
Yeah.
No, I
He
don't know.
has some. He's already created it.
Did he not give you a choice?
He's already created it. He's already set and it's ready to go.
Okay.
I'm sure whatever it is,
Is
it'll
it
be
something
awesome.
Final Gravity related?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Oh, it
it's
is?
not. Is it the
Oh,
skull
cool.
or something?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, right on.
We'll find out.
I have no idea.
You could probably
It's a
ask
surprise.
Chris at the grand opening here July 4th.
Well, I think there's going to be a poster of the painting that he did.
Oh, that's what
okay.
he's signing. Okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
Oh.
Awesome. Very
Very
cool.
cool.
Yeah. Those are fun events, and they're great for like date nights. They're great for your family.
Yes.
You can bring the kids and get them involved.
That was one of our first dates.
Really?
Oh,
That's
yeah?
cool.
Paint and sip.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Any other events going on? Any other bingo nights or?
Well, we're starting bingo, on Wednesday nights.
Wednesday
We
night.
had our
Every
first
Wednesday?
one last night.
Oh yeah? How'd that go?
Well, Wednesday night, not last night.
We had a pretty good crowd.
Yeah, it was-
Just so people know, they've been having a soft opening for the last couple of weeks, just to kind of get the ball rolling and
yeah. it
put their
hadn't
feet in
been-
the water.
Yeah, not full blown grand opening yet. So
Yeah, you can see people that are here right now. A lot of locals here, friends and family,
Mm-hmm.
police officers.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to talk to some of these people in between the, well, not break, but
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Before we started, I was gonna ask what kind of trivia y'all are wanting to do, or is that something that's y'all are gonna figure it out as you go?
Besides your trivia, no, you're doing
Just
music
trivia.
bingo.
Yeah.
So, I was approached by a neighbor here who had wanted to start something like that at one point, trivia, and I was like, well, I said, yeah, we'll look into it and do it. And so he was asking about the big screen TVs, whether or not we can hook a laptop to it, and I said, yeah. And so I made sure that we could do that, and so he's working on the rest of it. And so we'll see what
Nice.
happens.
Yeah.
Either he's going to do it, or we're going to have somebody else do it.
And speaking of your big screen TV, I don't know if you can see it in the camera shot over here, but
yeah,
there's a big screen projector in here.
it's massive. You can see the whole corner of it. in
It's
my
really
screen.
nice.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're going to have lots of good game nights and lots of fun, maybe even movie nights. We talked about that earlier, too.
Movie nights,
Possible movie
Astros
nights.
games,
Yeah.
Rockets games.
Be a lot of
always have
fun.
games on.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. That's
Yeah.
very cool. Very, very important, very valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah, to keep people here. And we talked
wondered
about the
if-
games already, right? We already went over all the video games that we have here.
We got Gallica on the arcade. We have an arcade Gallica over there. We got a PS4 for the kiddos to play Fortnite.
Yeah.
There's TV just has a bunch of preloaded arcade games on it. You can hear them right now. I don't know if they can hear them, but right behind
There's a
Casey,
serious
you can
game.
see them a little bit on your
It's a
screen.
serious game of foosball going on behind
Serious
me.
game of foosball
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
It's a really nice table.
Yeah,
Really nice.
it is a
table.
really nice foosball table. And you got ring toss too, a really big ring toss. So you got a lot of things to keep you busy and occupied with
Darts.
something to do rather than just sit and stare at each other or your
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a cool Phil in the corner here. I just learned his name a while ago. The skeleton. He's
Phil? His name's Phil.
Philip.
Philip.
That's
Wait,
Philip
where
over
is he?
there,
Whoa!
and that's Philip over there.
Did you see that giant skeleton behind me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. See, Casey, you laughed again.
Tammy's friend.
That was a good whoa.
Remember her?
That was a better whoa than the first
It was a better whoa?
yeah, you practiced.
No.
No.
It's funny. We did record a little bit of a podcast before we recorded this one.
It's 45 minutes.
Little 45 minutes. But I don't know if I pointed out in this 45 minutes that we're doing right now how much Ted was a pillar in the North Side Houston community, craft beer community. Megaton regular, always at Megaton. He's done work with Megaton. We talked about it off the podcast, but he was doing this. He would set up a haunted house at Megaton for a couple of years with all his own decorations.
Yeah, that was a really cool story.
Really,
Yeah.
it was free to go and do. we had like some scarers show up, and they like scared, and all the kids had a great time. Big Halloween celebration.
How did you acquire all that stuff?
Over 20 years.
He was doing it at his house. He was doing a haunted houses at his
Well,
house
he
for
made it
years.
all.
I
most of
made
it.
a lot
Yeah.
of the props.
What made you want to do that?
I love Halloween.
That's
He
cool.
loves Halloween.
Yeah.
That's where our logo came from.
Okay, right on.
Kind of Halloween related. You know?
I kind of thought it is
Yeah.
kind of Halloween-ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
That is
y'all
cool.
going to do, and I was talking to Ted about this, not on the podcast. We didn't talk about this on the podcast, but we talked about maybe that y'all would do like a haunted house type thing here in the future.
Well,
Bring it back.
Maybe.
We'll do some things, but not as big as what he did at Megaton. I don't think. We just don't have the room.
That thing was
like
amazing.
Megaton
That's the most
has.
fun I ever had at
We have to
Megaton.
get all the stuff back.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool just to have some mannequins up.
I
here
can't.
and there
Hey,
and-
never hurts to ask.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right?
True.
I mean, I could see it being fun.
Yeah.
I don't know how big it is, but I'm assuming it's pretty big.
It was pretty big.
Yeah.
But it was
show you
a
pictures
really
later.
cool
Megaton
attraction
has the room.
that no
Yeah,
other
we don't-
brewery was doing.
Yeah.
And Megaton didn't do it last October because Ted didn't set it up,
No.
and I was a little disappointed. Yeah.
I was too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like he was opening a brewery or something. Who knows?
Actually, I wasn't then.
Not
Oh,
yet.
really?
Yeah.
No, he
Oh,
wasn't.
I was
No.
trying to throw you a bone there, Ted.
No, yeah, no. I wasn't even planning on it. Actually, I was kind of, that particular time, I was kind of waiting. Or wait a minute. Let me get those dates right. I think you're right. I was. My
Might have been
bad.
the
See?
beginning thoughts.
See? Yeah.
Yeah, it was, but no one knew yet. No one
Yeah.
knew yet.
Yeah,
It
fair
wasn't
enough.
until after November, I think, that,
Yeah.
that people realized
Yeah. Right on.
that that's what was happening.
Well, cool. Yeah. And another thing I kind of wanted to go back over too was the beer. We wanted to talk about your beers a little bit more in depth. We already did do that a while ago, but we should go back over that again. Just talk about you have the plan is to have 8 beers on tap from the Bright Tank is the plan. But right now you have 6 beers on tap.
6.
Okay.
By the time 4th of July comes, we'll have the other 2
Sours.
ready to go. We'll have sour, and we'll have a dark lager available.
Nice. Very cool. Yeah, and you got a little, that's what we were talking about a while ago, is you got a little bit of everything. You got a brown ale, you got a lager, you've got an orange lager, coffee stout, hazy. You got the pickle sour.
Well, that's
we-
coming out by
Oh.
4th of July. We'll
Okay.
have it.
Pickle
Yeah.
sour?
Yeah.
That y'all
Hey,
ran out of that
Ted
already.
makes
Yeah.
a
That's
great
right.
pickle sour.
Yeah,
Did you
no,
try
it-
it at the garage?
I think y'all might have already been out of it.
Oh.
Oh, in the garage?
In the garage.
There was some in the garage.
Yeah.
Then I had to.
Yeah.
You had
Yeah.
to try
I
it.
had
It's
to.
really good.
I just don't remember.
That was a long night.
It's a long, I tried a lot of
It
things.
was a long night, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we had a guy come in here and he was selling a Michelada mix that he makes organic.
Oh, wow.
And
I think I
Okay.
met him.
and then we had a customer saying, you ought to mix that with the pickle beer. Oh my gosh, that is so good.
Yeah. That's cool.
You wouldn't
Sorry
think
to
it
Local
was
circle
Michelada
back.
mix.
I did want to say that, and I started talking about Megaton and how involved Ted was with Megaton as a patron and as somebody who contributed to Megaton and even did some work with us. But he's also a regular at DECA. He's also a regular at Backpew, very involved in the North Side craft beer community.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which now we were saying earlier, there's 4 up here now.
Yeah.
So there's a great opportunity for people that are maybe like that live downtown or other parts of Houston to come visit this area. And you can visit, Megaton, Backpew, Final Gravity, DECA, and just
Yeah.
hit them all 4 in one day.
I love all
Support us
4 of
all.
those breweries. They're 4 of my favorite breweries in the entire Houston scene, and they're all on the North Side and in my backyard, in my community that I grew up in.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
It's just great that we're all right here together and
Yep.
we all know each other and
Hanging out,
it's-
We're
having
all
beers
friends.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
It is very cool. I even had an idea, talk to Brandon about doing in the future, fast forward a little bit, but maybe doing a little somewhat festival where we kind of highlight the 4 Northside breweries and then do a little bit of like not a competition, but a who can guess who is who, and have basically everybody's beer. And then you do
Like
a
a
blind
blind
tasting,
test?
like a blind
Oh.
taste, and then you get to decide who is who.
Oh,
And if
boy.
you can do that, you win something. You know,
And
whatever
Bobby's
it is.
coming and hanging out with us and doing this.
That'd be kinda
I would love for Bobby to be there. I would love for
We
all
can-
the owners
Bobby's
to
doing
all.
the podcast, but we'll ask him. We can
Yeah.
ask him.
And maybe it could even be a beer brewed for that event, and then you just got to figure it out which
Yeah.
brewery brewed it. I don't know.
Sounds
just,
fun.
Just a fun idea that I had. That
Yeah.
it's collaborative and spotlights all four of us in a fun way.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be a competition.
No, it doesn't have
Yeah.
to be.
Right.
That's the way I feel about this community. I'm really excited about Final Gravity and what it's going to do here on the north side. I really am. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to come up here and support and spend money in here with my
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And can we talk a little bit about how I guess we haven't talked about this on the podcast yet, but this week they just announced that Elderson 1960 and Elderson Heights is closing. We already got the news that Copperhead and North Shepherd Brewing were closing. You're opening up a brewery at the same time all this is happening, and I know you've been planning opening this brewery for a while. They didn't announce, and then you're like, I'm opening, but the reality is you're opening a brewery when most breweries are closing.
Yeah.
I don't know about most breweries, but
Not most breweries. Breweries are closing.
I think you meant like there are a lot at once.
A lot at
Yeah.
once.
Yeah.
Closing.
Yeah.
true. Yeah, we started this in February,
Mm-hmm.
and
Planning started more in October last
October.
year.
Yeah,
Before any of these
Yeah.
breweries were closing.
that's true.
And but what is it? You see breweries closing. Is that scary?
Well, we see it now, and
It is. I mean, they've been open for business for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what happened?
Right. Yeah, it
You'd
makes
like
you
to know
wonder.
the whole story, and
Yeah, you do kind of want to know the story because it helps other businesses not make the same mistakes.
yeah.
And I think that's what we were talking about a while ago is focusing just on the tap room and how that's been successful for some other breweries such as Mad Llama, who we just spoke with, and they're having great success in just focusing on their tap
just
room.
a neighborhood brewery.
Not doing distribution, just a neighborhood brewery focusing on their neighborhood.
and
I-
that's what we're wanting to do
Gotta walk away a minute.
is not distribute, just tap room only. And since we have the kitchen, we can have food available for everyone who wants food, and they can order food in or bring food in as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
No,
but
it's
yeah.
exciting.
and it's also scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you make a great product. I think you're a great person, and I think you build it, they'll come. Customers are going to show up. People are talking about Final Gravity right now. I've had multiple conversations with people not in the north side of Houston about Final Gravity, and they want to check it out. So you have people. People are coming.
Okay.
Be ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
Yep. ready.
You're opening a brewery right now. Right now, is a message is like, I'm strong. I'm going to survive. I'm going to be one of these breweries.
I'm not
Yeah.
a quitter.
You're
Yeah.
not a quitter. You are a strong guy.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the places you'll go.
Hard times build strong people.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So we're all feeling a little of the bit of the stuff, the economic kind of BS that everybody's dealing with. It's affecting the industry. It's affecting everybody, and it's in one way or the other. And so it is kind of a trying time right now. But you guys, I think, you have a really good idea of what you want to do as far as your business plan, your focus, and everything being fixated in a way that is going to. You're not outreaching too hard. You're not trying to do everything under the sun. I want to do sales. I want to be in the store. I got to do this. I've got to, I got to be on tap in every place in town or whatever, Focus on just.
You just want to be on tap of Final Gravity.
Just us,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
And with take-home crowlers
Take home crowlers.
32-ounce crowlers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Buy pizza.
and pizzas. You
Yeah.
can take home pizza too.
You can take home a pizza.
Yeah. Pizza's delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take home or order pizza, take home beer and pizza
Yep.
And come back.
if you want to.
Yeah.
If you have a good experience, come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of reasons to come back.
Yeah.
It's a good spot. Absolutely. So.
What do you think about these breweries closing?
I try not to think about it. You know, if Terry was sitting here right now, she's the one that worries more than I do.
Yeah.
I just try not to think about it. And honestly, I mean, I have my own, like you said, business plan, and I'm just moving forward the way I want to move. And this is what I think a brewery should be, or brew pub. And it was my design.
Yeah.
And Terry had a lot of input in it, but if I was to ask her, or if you were to ask her, yeah, she's more worried about it than I am.
Yeah. You have a lot of confidence.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I'm not a quitter.
Yeah.
I think it's more, this place has. You've put in so much work. I'm sure you put in so much money. This place has to work. I've taken risks in my life where when I left my job and started at Backview, that was a big transition for me, and I didn't know how it was going to go. I was doing sales. I was going to have a commission. I've never worked a job where I made commission before, and I didn't know how it was going to go. And it was a big change for me, and I knew I had to make it work. What's up, Ted?
What's up? Time out? We're timing out?
Let's
Ted's
pause
taking a
it
quick
real
time
quick.
out.
Hello, and welcome to Spider Games. A few years ago, I started selling a couple video games on eBay. Now I'm selling video games of all generations, retro toys, and anything I think's cool. I'm a top-rated seller because I package well and I take care of my customers. Check out my store on eBay. It's called Spider Games. Do you have any old video games sitting around? I buy video games of all generations, and I pay better than the game stores. If you do, email me at spidergamesebay@gmail.com.
I'm also known as DJ Sino. You can find me at least a couple of different breweries or craft beer bars throughout the month, hosting the best music bingo in all of Houston. We'll be sharing those shenanigans right here on the Beer Someone podcast.
It's fine.
You're recording.
All right, what's up, everybody? We're here at Final Gravity Brewing here in Porter, Texas, talking with Ted and Terry Dougherty. Me and Brandon are here. Cheers. I just want to say
Terry's
cheers to Ted. Terry's not here yet. She's handling business right now.
Somebody coming in with a cowboy hat and an apron.
But yeah, Ted had to take care of some business a second ago, so we had to take a quick little break. But we're back now.
I was asking you, hello.
Howdy, howdy.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. What are y'all doing here?
I love the coveralls.
You want to?
That's awesome.
Hey, Ted, I was asking you.
thought y'all were on a podcast or something.
Oh, we are. But, yeah. No, you're good. No worries. No. I love it.
You want to? Maybe we should go.
No,
there.
they're here to watch the game, man. I think it's great. I think it's awesome.
Okay.
But we were just talking about Ted taking a break and
were taking
to
a
handle
break.
business, and you were in the middle of asking him a question.
I was asking a question. My question was, you have to make this work.
Yes.
That's your mindset. It's do or die, right?
Yes, it is. I used a lot of my retirement to do this, and I think I have my own ideas, my own perspective on what a brewery should be or a brew pub should be.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to make it work, or else I lose all my retirement. Not everything, but a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this wasn't cheap.
Yep.
You build it, they will come.
I built it.
You built it, so come.
Yeah.
And they are.
Yep, they are already coming.
They are.
This is your dream?
It is a dream. I've had many dreams.
Yeah.
You know, some were more pleasant than others.
Yeah.
But this one, this is a dream. Yeah.
Yeah.
This dream?
And if you ask my wife, though, it's more my dream than her dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just supporting you?
She's very supportive.
She's very supportive.
Very supportive.
That's awesome. It's great to have that. Very, very important.
She's willing to work for free.
Yeah?
I mean,
Yeah.
that's hard to find.
She's about
Yes,
to
it
retire,
is.
too.
No, she did retire.
She did retire.
And to come here and work for free.
And if she steals from you, you get to benefit from that. So, yeah.
That's awesome. It's great that she's standing there with you and building this with you.
Yes,
and
it
supporting your dream and making it her own dream as well. Man, it really is. It's crazy seeing this place in reality because I've been hearing him fantasize and talk about it for a couple years now.
Yeah.
And I think it was a couple months ago he told me exactly, like I said, what everything was going to be, and now it's here. It's real.
Yeah, we earlier whenever we were talking to the original part that got cut out, that's being cut out today, we talked about the story about you and I leaving. Did it again? Saloon Door.
Saloon Door
I was about
West,
to say
yeah.
Southern Star. Saloon Door West. We were there talking with Sylvia, and then we came to Ted's house. It was like 9:30.
Episode 5. This is episode 11.
And it was 9:30. I think that's what we decided.
I think it was like 1 in the morning.
No, we went till like 2.
I'll go back and look at my text messages, but I'm pretty sure
because
it
we were
was
there
later
for a
than that.
long time. So I think it was
like
from 9.
4 in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was 9 to 3.
It was a good while. We actually recorded like a whole podcast.
Yes.
We were drunk, not drunk, but we were drinking. Yeah. I'm not incriminating myself. But we were drinking and having fun at Ted's.
Getting silly.
And I was like, I'm going to go get the cameras because they still had some juice in them. And we might have recorded a whole podcast that has never seen the day.
Yeah, no, it was a little silly, but yeah, it was fun though. We were having a good time with it, and Ted was really kind enough to share. He had 9 beers on tap, or
I have 9 taps.
taps, but you
at the house.
I don't think we had 9 because
Right.
ever since I started doing this build, I just basically stopped working at the house or stopped brewing at the house.
Yeah, no, it was a good time.
So I can't come over and drink beer in your garage anymore?
There is nothing there.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Well, there is something in that little mini fridge that you
the
attacked
mini
that one
fridge.
night.
Yeah, we did attack the mini fridge a little bit too.
We were like reviewing beers left and right on that podcast.
Yeah, it was a good time.
We're going to have to release that in some form or another in some way.
That was fun. It was much better to do it this way. This will be released on the day you guys have your grand opening and
At the actual
I think
brewery,
it's
Final Gravity.
I think it's perfect to do it that way. Yeah, absolutely. As Ted checks his phone.
No, I'm looking for that message.
Oh, he wants to know what time it was.
Well, when I called you, it was on a text. I
It
called
was
you.
a call, yeah, because we called you on speakerphone.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't.
He
And
was
when you
looking this
answered, you
whole
sounded
time?
really tired, like you had just woken up.
Oh, darn.
He never sounds that way
I can't-
normally.
I can't prove it. Dang it.
You could go to recent calls, but
That may take me a while.
as much as
I don't-
Brandon calls you, that might be really hard to figure out.
You could go look up the podcast at Saloon Door West, and then it's a week earlier before that, because we always record the podcast the Friday before
Oh,
we release
the
it.
date?
Yeah, but the time.
Oh.
The time.
I'm looking at the time.
It
don't
would
know.
be 9 to 1.
I think it was
He's
later.
saying 1, I'm saying 9.
I think it was later than 1. Wasn't
that
it
we
2?
left or that you called him.
That we left.
Oh, we
month
left at
was
3.
it? What
We
month
left at
was it?
3?
I got home like at 3.
Oh, yeah. My
I was
wife
in
was
deep
mad at me
shit.
after that
What
one.
month was it, you think?
February, March.
I don't fucking
Really?
know.
Yeah.
March, April, March, probably March. I don't.
Something like
Wherever
that,
we did
yeah.
the podcast with Sylvia,
Yeah.
a week before that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ted, get off your phone.
So, Ted, did you know that Silver Eagle donated $250,000 to Dan Patrick's? They contributed a large sum of money in the fight against THC and marijuana in Texas.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Silver Eagle was one of the big contributors they were obviously, represent big alcohol. For those that don't know, Silver Eagle Distribution is
So it gives me
one
the
of the biggest
impression
distribution
that
companies.
big alcohol doesn't want legal marijuana.
Right, exactly. And so we were just discussing that earlier today and thought it would be fun to bring up.
So if I said I wanted something IPA, what would you recommend on your tap hand?
Our hazy.
Higher hazy?
Yeah.
But that's not the only IPA you have on
It's
tap.
the only IPA we have right now.
Right now.
Currently,
okay.
yeah.
But we will have another one by the grand opening.
By 4th of July. Mm-hmm. By the time this podcast is
And
live.
that was when you were
Saratoga
talking-
Fog.
Yeah, you were talking about Max Johnson helping you with that one.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
My brother-in-law, Max Johnson,
Yeah.
former brewer at Megaton.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, about
Excited
how,
to try that beer.
about how much of a struggle it was to make this beer because we had a big storm come through and a power outage, and then since all the beer names that I have on tap are patriotic, I was looking up what can I do to make this beer, name this beer that was appropriate, and it was the Battle of Saratoga. So I named it Saratoga Fog.
Love it. How far along are you in the brewing process?
It's done.
Oh. Okay.
Is it foggy or is it hazy?
It's foggy. It's the same thing.
So how do we get a sip of that?
We can go get you a sip of that in a little
Can
bit.
I have a sip of that?
Hey, now we're
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
Very nonchalant about this, Ted. Just like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I got this beer I brewed. It'll be
Yeah.
ready by the
Y'all
fourth.
want to be the first ones to try it?
Would we be the first ones to try it?
Besides me, yeah.
Besides Ted, yeah.
Well, that seems like an honor.
I think I'm pretty excited. I love hazy, so
All right.
I'm a bit of a haze boy.
All right.
You're making me feel all special over here.
I'm feeling
Good.
pretty
All
special.
giggly.
Yeah.
My nipples have been hard this whole time because it's nice and cold in here, but now it's moving around.
Can I say, and Ted's been telling me about this, it's been very nice and cool in here
Yeah.
while it's been very hot outside.
Yeah.
And that's not always the case with some of these like kind of warehouse breweries.
Yep.
And he's been he's been thinking about this. He's been walking by the doors coming up here, and he's like, I felt a little hot. Let me think about ways to make this better. And can you talk about that a little bit?
Oh, boy.
This is cool in here. It's really cool in here. It's really
Yeah,
nice.
and you can kind of, I don't know if you want to keep the camera on me to sort of see.
the nips.
these
So you're
bay
showing me-
doors.
oh, I thought you were going to show me your nips.
No. The bay doors here, you can see there's two bays. So, like, if you didn't have those covered like you have them,
Yeah.
it could be a lot. It would be a lot more.
What are those covers?
Warmer in here.
So the top ones are there semi-permanent. There's insulation on them, and the way I did it was so we can still raise the garage doors when it's nice and cool out.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be really nice.
And then they also help
The 2 months a
for
year.
keeping the heat in if we need to.
Because the sun directly faces these doors.
Yes.
I know that because for years I used to go down 13, 14 to practice with my band for several years in a row, and I would always head out
You
there
were in a
around
band, Casey?
7 o'clock, and the sun would always be hitting me directly in the eyes when I would go down 13, 14. So I know it hits this direction.
It does.
So yeah, it's a good move putting those blocks up.
No, it's
Those
really great.
The insulation.
It's
Yeah.
felt really nice here. You got people waving at you.
Are you leaving us?
You're popular, Ted. Nice
Thanks,
to see
man.
you.
Appreciate your help.
It's not even late, man.
Have a great night, boss. It's not even late. You can have a couple more beers.
Hey,
You coming
more
next weekend?
tequila.
Is there tequila here?
He says tequila time.
Oh.
Next weekend's grand opening?
Yeah.
Y'all coming? I'm going to be here. You coming tomorrow?
Dad bod band.
Hell yeah.
Food trucks, everything. The whole shebang.
Big old party here at Final Gravity.
Oh.
Good beers, good time, good scenery.
Can you say that into the mic real quick?
venue, man.
Can you say that into the mic real quick?
I'll
good beer-
definitely be back. I meant to buy a T-shirt. I'll be back next Saturday to buy a couple of them. Cool T-shirt.
How many shirts are you buying?
Man, at least 2. Minimal. It's off
Minimal,
the top of my
10?
head. I mean, that's minimal. Starters, right?
We're
The beers are fantastic.
couple
Damn
shirts
good
is fine.
beers.
Let's worry about how
Venue's
many beers
great.
he's gonna buy.
Awesome place. You can tell all the blood, sweat, and tears that went into this place.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Love it. Good people.
Great people.
Everything about it. Awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Be back again.
Yep.
Yeah.
You heard
Appreciate you, sir.
You heard it.
Yeah.
That's
Here
a
first, at
real
Final
live
Gravity.
patron.
Real
Very cool.
patrons. That's
Yeah.
awesome. You already have regulars.
People are pumped.
People are
That's
excited.
always fun. People are
I-
excited.
I saw on the Chris Hernandez mural in the right corner. It said make beer great again. Mm-hmm. Was that your idea? I don't think that was
I
Chris
think
Hernandez.
no, it wasn't Chris's idea, but somebody had suggested it to me. I was like, that's a great idea. But then after he was starting on it, I almost wanted to move some things around, and I wanted to put a recycle because it's kind of towards the restrooms, and make beer great again with recycle and an arrow to the restrooms.
You
Circle
seem
of
like
life.
a fun guy, Ted.
Yeah.
Like I haven't met you 20
love it.
fucking times.
It's good times.
No, this is crazy, man. Look at all the flags up there. Have we talked about the flags yet?
We did talk. I don't know if we.
I don't know if it was in this podcast or the last.
I know. I feel like we were talking about
Ryan Finnick.
Ryan Pennick over
can
here.
see it,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that was from the first one, the one
I
that's
think
getting
so.
cut. Yeah.
You can see him in that left flag.
Yeah, he's in behind me and
He's gonna be performing here at the grand opening.
He real good.
Is Terry coming back to join us?
No, I was trying to get one of them get me a beer.
I could use a beer.
There's a bell over here. I'll go grab the
I
bell.
can just pause it again.
I'll just grab. No, don't
Just
pause.
grab-
You're gonna get the bell?
Bring
Okay, ring the bell. Ring the bell. I'm gonna put the camera on you.
That's the beer bell. Ring for beer.
Let me see that.
That thing's gonna get thrown out in the pond here pretty soon.
On the podcast, on the microphone. I should have done
when it winds up in the pond out back, we're sorry. Somebody's gonna take it from us.
that. They're like, we're never coming again.
These guys are not invited.
Are you pulling it out?
I got locked up in there.
Oh, I thought he was like yanking it out.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm done with this today. I don't know if I.
Nobody understands that you really want a beer.
And not just me.
Yeah,
He
well.
wants a beer. You're fine.
I'm about to down this though.
Can I get a beer? Are you coming on the podcast? Oh. Can I get a beer?
Number one. It's light. Although I
What would
should
you
have
recommend?
something. Number 4. Yeah, number
Hey,
4.
okay, number 4.
Number 4.
Wait, was it? Did y'all both not
Yeah,
say number
we
4?
said number
yeah,
4.
Number
Good
4.
for now, yeah. Thank you. Is there any sort of cap on ABV, or do you care about like where your ABVs? Or like, I guess let me rephrase that. Are you planning on brewing any big beers,
Big, you mean?
like 12, 13, 14%?
If we can sneak one out, yes. But the only one we're going to do that with is stout. And my system is so small.
How strong is the stout going to be?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna do something different this time, hoping to get that big number. But I can't tell you.
Right on. So that's
We'll see.
That's something you're still learning on too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My first stout that I did on the system, my grain bill is so big I couldn't do it.
Yeah. In order to hit that gravity that you're trying to hit, you needed a certain amount of grain.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And so the next
Is that
go
not
around,
a realization you had when you started all this?
Nah.
I would have
didn't-
thought
didn't-
you
I
just
didn't think about
decrease
that.
the amount of water, and
Well.
but I don't know.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can do that, but if you do that, then if you increase the amount of water, then for the grain bill, then there's not enough room in my vessels. So then if you decrease the amount of water, then you have too many grains and you don't get a good conversion. So
What did I get?
I have to split it up.
What's the number 4? The
I
hazy.
have
What's
to
the hazy
split up-
called again?
Could you
Liberty
potentially
haze.
burn
Liberty
the
haze.
sugar that way? Is that something that could happen?
Burn it?
Scorch, No.
no.
I'm not a brewer, by the way. I'm just I'm still figuring that out myself. I don't brew.
No.
I think that's really interesting when you talk about things you weren't expecting when you started this. Is there anything else like that your expectation was different than what actually with the result or what actually happened?
Wasn't expecting other breweries to go out of business.
Yeah. Right.
There's all sorts of little surprises. But as far as the system goes, it's pretty basic. I know that with my home brew system, it was hard to get a good 10-gallon batch, even though my system was a 10-gallon batch, so I was always ended up with a 5-gallon batch for the stout. And that's why when you look at the grain bill, and it's a good stout though.
Yeah.
Did you have it when you came in here?
No.
I can't remember.
I've had your stout before. It's really great.
It's a good base, and we're gonna the next one that's gonna come out. It won't be 4th of July weekend, but we're gonna do something a little bit different, mainly because of our system. We used to do a peanut butter chocolate milk stout, but I find it more and more difficult to do, especially in this system. So I'm going to do something a little bit different, and we'll see how it turns out.
Is it just because of the adjuncts, or? Yeah.
Well, yeah. There's more behind the scenes, I guess. The equipment that I have an issue with.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's equipment.
Yeah. Wow.
While it's popping in my head, I'm going to ask, because somebody told me to ask this question earlier. Why Final Gravity?
Didn't we talk about this already?
No, not
don't
on the
think so.
podcast. No.
I don't
Like
think we talked
where you
about
got
it.
the name from?
Yeah.
It's gonna be on twice, I think.
If it is, it is.
Question. Well, beer has not reached its final gravity until it's done. No, that's not it. So, when the name Final Gravity is when you throw in yeast into a wort and it's all nice and sweet and everything, and they start eating all the yeast, or the yeast start eating all the sugars, it produces alcohol. Well, beer is not ready until it has absolutely reached its final gravity. Now, that's not to say that you want it to go completely zero. You want to stop it at certain points. A hazy is going to stop a lot earlier than a lager. A lager, you want it to go all the way out, pretty much. So that's where the name came from, Final Gravity. It's a brewing term.
Yep.
It's kind of boring in a way.
It's cool though. It
Anytime I-
sounds cool. It's intriguing.
Anytime I tell a brewer or anybody within that's made beer in the past, they always know. They're like, "Oh, that's clever." They get it. They like the name.
Yeah, beer geeks like it. They get it. And then people who don't know anything about it, it just sounds cool. It's intriguing. I guess is a good word to describe it for me anyway.
We're not the only ones, though.
You're not the only ones.
Not the only Final Gravity. Yeah.
Where's the other Final Gravity?
I don't remember their locations, but one of them is called Final Gravity Brewing, and I think the other one is just Final Gravity.
Okay. So there, you won't get any C&D.
Where are they at? Like very far away?
I think one's on the West Coast, and maybe one's on the North Coast.
Well,
East Coast, I mean.
Yeah.
North Coast.
gotcha.
The North Coast.
Canada.
Yeah, Canada.
Hey, Casey, we'll go do a podcast in the North Coast.
Shit. In the summertime, sure.
Woo!
We're on the South Coast.
Yeah. They do call this third coast. I mean, that is a thing. Yeah. No, that's cool. I like the name. I think it's a really cool name. The logo is really cool. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited for you guys.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for to see some collaborations.
Yeah? Would
Yeah.
you do a collaboration with another
Well,
brewer?
Chris had already wanted to do one with me, but I think he kind of bailed out because he got so busy.
He's pretty busy right now.
It's got a little baby.
But I'm sure Chris would love to do a collaboration, and we would love to do one. Yeah?
Yeah, that would be cool. I would love. That's one thing that you and I have definitely been wanting to see happen is collaborations right here on the north side collaborations.
I think Megaton would also love to do a collaboration with Decca.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
We just need to make it happen. Yeah,
Very cool.
absolutely.
Yeah, there's only one way to do it.
Yeah,
Make it happen.
make it happen.
You mind if I ask your top 5 breweries in Houston?
Well, the first would have to be Final Gravity.
All right, LeBron James. Damn.
Can you give me your top 5 breweries,
That's not
excluding
mine?
yours?
Yeah, okay. I love Spindle Tap.
What's your number 1?
They're probably my number 1.
Number 1, Spindle Tap.
Yep. And
Okay.
only because of the hazies.
You like the hazies?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. They kind of we talked about with Leo last time. They kind of started it off in here in Houston.
Yeah, they were one of the
between them and
first.
Bob Bob, but
Yeah.
I don't know who was first. To be honest.
B-52 was doing them too.
Okay, B-52. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I'm just. It was a weird time because even James Carlisle was making hazies at
Whole Foods.
at Whole Foods, and
Yeah.
that was not everybody knew that.
Spindle Tap was probably the first like hazies that I tried.
Yeah, it was the first one I tried. Yes, it was Houston Haze and then Hops Drop. What was your favorite, or what is your favorite hazy that they've made?
All of them. I mean, the most favorite is one that's most available, Houston Haze.
Yeah.
But
They don't mind making sequels to their beers
It wasn't my
either.
first. It wasn't my first.
No.
No, my first was actually the original Megaton Haze.
Oh, are you saying Megaton made a hazy before Spindle Tap, or are you saying you tried?
Was that the one that was
Megaton
called
before
Gamma Haze?
No, that was another one that was
Oh.
actually really good.
Yeah.
Was this before
that was
Spindle
That was
Tap
when
opened?
Colin was still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colin, yes. I never met Colin.
Yeah.
Gamma Haze was my idea. Just throw that out there.
No,
Okay.
It was good.
So, Spindle Tap number 1. Who's number 2?
In business or out of business?
Doesn't
You
matter.
can be out of
Yeah.
business. That's fine.
I'll go with Ingenious.
Hey.
Ingenious. Let's go. I like your shirt.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really good. Here, can you pull back again?
Yeah. It's our Infinity Gauntlet shirt.
Yeah.
It's very cool. We're all fans of Ingenious here. So Ingenious is number 2. Number 3?
I'm gonna go with OG Megaton.
Megaton. OG Megaton. Okay. I'll take that.
Megaton.
Let's go. Number 4? I like the Deca. I like all the Northside breweries we're hearing here right
Yeah.
here. Those are all Northside. Hey,
Spindle Tap is a Northside brewery.
They're
Yeah.
also convenient.
Yeah.
Spindle Tap's technically Northside.
Convenience is important.
Genius was Northside. Number 5.
B-52.
B-52. Okay.
Word.
I like that list.
Yeah.
It's very different than I think any list we've heard on this podcast, but this is the most north we've ever been on this podcast.
Right. Yeah. Have you had anything from Frankenbolts?
I have not.
I haven't either, and I've been Well, no, that's not true.
I've had a
I've
couple
had their
things.
beers at
go.
festivals.
Yeah.
But what I've had at festivals has been pretty wacky stuff. But I know that's what they do, a lot of wacky stuff.
Yeah.
But then I know they do regular, just traditional as
I'm
well.
gonna go there right after this.
How
Let's
far
go.
is it? How far? I heard they got pizza too.
They're
Just
far.
a little up north.
Just a little up north. Well,
They're doing an event.
About an hour
I don't know
up-
if you saw
hour
this.
I think so. Maybe 45 minutes. If you
I don't know when this event's happening, and I don't know why I'm bringing it up right now. But they're doing an event with some of the Shinedown guys. Yeah, I think it's the 2 of the band members of Shinedown. Neither one of the lead singer
I could see that. I've met Chuck, and he just seems like the kind of guy that just knows people.
from Shinedown.
It just
Okay.
Chuck is
The Frankenbolts
owner
guy.
of Frankenbolts. Yeah.
So
And-
yeah, they're doing some kind of big event with
cool.
the drummer of Shinedown that's coming up.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is kind of neat.
That's fucking rad. I'm not my favorite band, but that's
Yeah.
They're a popular band though. They're a popular band. There's
Very
a lot of people
popular
like
band.
them.
They've been in like 8 of the last 9 BuzzFest.
Yeah, yeah.
If you turn on 94.5 The Buzz right now, they're probably playing.
Responsible for a little bit of drywall damage.
You like Shinedown?
What is that?
Exactly.
Best response.
It's new age Southern rock is the way I look at it. It's bro rock.
I've never heard of it.
What kind of music you like?
I'm not a music guy.
No?
Really?
Yep.
Really? No wonder you're a cop.
Okay.
That's a joke, Ted. Damn.
He's not a
joking.
cop anymore.
Make me feel bad.
I like some
He likes
new
local
age
music.
rock and roll and
Rock
stuff
and
like
roll.
that, yeah.
Yeah, earlier when we got here, there was a lot of like classic rock, and right now we're listening to some hip hop. So it's played a little bit of everything since
Is
we've been
Ashley controlling the music now?
Yep.
here. Ashley's that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed a little bit of just new, more contemporary music. So that's great. You got a little balance. You have some old, some new.
Yeah.
I think that's important for a brewery as well.
What I'm
She,
hearing is Ted
rejects
controls the
my-
playlist until Ashley gets here.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you have to, you know. I mean, hell, one night or one day I came in here, I was brewing. And
This isn't hip hop, by the way. I don't know why I said that. This is a pop
Yeah, I don't
song.
know what this is.
I don't know what I was hearing a while ago. Sorry, Ted.
It sounded like some girl singing.
It is a pop. It's a girly pop song.
She
Zendaya.
sings?
Triple threat.
I didn't know she sang.
So my thing was on the way in one morning when I was getting ready to brew.
Oh, she said Zendaya, by the way, just for somebody who couldn't hear on the podcast.
I was listening to Ted Nugent. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah?
So I came in the door, turned the lights on, turned the equipment on, cranked up Ted Nugent, and that's what I was.
Ted was
I love
rocking out
Ted
to
Nugent.
Ted?
Yep.
And I feel like Ted Nugent, when I think of like patriotic, kind of like American
It
rock
wasn't
music.
Cat Scratch Fever?
Oh yeah, it was that too.
It was Cat
Everything,
Scratch Fever?
Everything.
Stranglehold is the jam. It's my
that's-
favorite.
Well, the album I think is Stranglehold.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
then yeah.
That's great. Great guitar player, man. The guy's amazing. I saw a band at Backpew not that long ago. I wish I could remember their name. I just can't. But their guitar player played that solo on that guitar to the T, like, which I don't know if y'all know that song, but it's a really long kind of improvised guitar thing, and this guy played it note for note, and I was very blown. It's very hard to do. It's not your typical guitar playing. Anyway, it's not to chase too much of a rabbit there, but thought that was a great to see that.
And you're going to be doing live music frequently here at Final Gravity?
Not that frequently.
Not that frequent?
We will have an occasional band playing.
Okay.
Nice. Outside.
When it's cool out, we'll have the doors open and they'll still be inside. I think
That's cool. Yeah.
But this next weekend they will be inside because it's too hot out, and they want to be inside.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think, especially when you have this here, that helps a lot with the sound.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think that'll help a lot. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't feel like you're just in straight up a metal building, even though you kind of are. But it doesn't sound like that.
We have a lot of metal in here.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question. What's Final Gravity look like in a year from now?
Hopes and dreams. I don't know.
I know. I want to. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear your hopes and your dreams. Just give me like your expectation of what you want it to be. It doesn't mean that's.
Won't you come back and ask me in a year from now?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
Mark it on your calendar.
Ted's a
that we got to do another
Take it
one.
one day at a time kind of guy.
Yeah. I mean, the future looks good.
Yeah.
Okay, but what the future holds for us, I don't know until it actually happens. No one knows, unfortunately.
I
Right.
know.
But-
It's fun to fantasize and think about.
Well, I can fantasize.
We live in more uncertain times, though. I think that's
Yeah.
the problem that we're at. We don't really know what's going to happen with the economy. I hear a lot of people say that everything's going to swing back the other direction. And I'm like, how the fuck do you know that? Where do you know? How do you see that everything just has everything's cyclical, but our cycles are shifting now. So
I can tell you that people are not spending money right now, and I could tell you every single year in Q4 around the Christmas holiday, people spend more, but they throw that all out the window. Even if they are having money problems, people spend money, they buy gifts, and things do get better. So I'm expecting that. That's my expectation.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily the bar scene, the brewery scene.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do know when they opened up, when new places pop up, people want to check it out, and I know people want to check out this place. I think people are coming your way, Ted. I think you're going to be pretty packed the next couple weeks, and I'm excited for you.
Well, I just hope that in a year from now it will be the same way.
I hope so too. I really do. And I'm hoping for some type of turnaround, some type, maybe when this whole, I know we're at a pause right now, but when this whole tariff war is over, people will start spending money again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just it's interesting because we don't know. Nobody knows. Are we in a recession? Like, is that what's happening? We don't know.
You put so much blood, sweat, tears, money,
Broken bones.
falling off ladders,
literal broken bones. Yeah.
into this place, and you want it to be a success. I want it to be a success. I want to see it. In a year from now, here, I'll say it. What I want to see is I want to see customers lined up at the bar, live music. I can fantasize a little bit. Cool weather here in Texas, so the doors are open.
In July, right?
In July.
That means
I
catastrophic.
Something
weather.
happened. Yeah.
You know what, though? I
change.
think there's keys to making a brewery successful, and we've talked about it, and I'll preach it. I've been preaching it. Quality beer, customer service, and
Venue.
vibes. And your vibe, your theme is great. It really is great. It represents who you are as a person, and I love that.
Yeah.
Your beer's great, and your customer service. It's your family, and
Right.
You have a great family.
Yeah, no, that's important though. The customer service is very
Yes.
important. I've worked in a lot of environments in this industry, and I've had people tell me like, "Hey, you were the nicest guy at such and such," because everybody else was an asshole. And I've had that conversation with people, and it means a lot to people when you're nice to them, and it doesn't take a lot. And it seems very simple and elementary to bring that up, but I'm telling you, man, you can get some people in here that'll serve your patrons and treat them like, maybe not treat them like shit, but just not give them that warm welcome.
I think that's the biggest
really
difference
wanna
in
see.
people coming back,
Yeah.
and that's what you want. You want people to come back.
Extend that welcome.
Yeah.
Make them feel invited. And you don't have to educate everybody, but if they want it, give it. Try to let them know. Just make it inviting. And I think you guys are already doing that. I think making sure that you have food no matter what is very important.
Really great.
That some breweries, they miss that. So that's important.
And if you're a food truck and you want to have a spot to pop up at, is Final Gravity looking for more food trucks?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Our Saturdays look open right now. We have
Saturdays, that's prime time real estate right there.
It is. We have most of our Fridays are going to be probably filled up by Sancho's, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Sancho's
Santiago.
wants to do a steak night too on Wednesdays.
Oh, nice. That's cool. Yeah, he owns Sugar Daddies too. Sugar Daddies.
They'll be here
Sugar?
as well.
Yeah, they do like ice cream and treats and stuff too.
They'll be here as well on Saturday and
Sugar
and
Daddies?
Friday.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice. So both
Both
nice.
of them, yep.
Word. That is cool. Yeah, that's perfect. Get the kiddos some ice cream, or adults too. It doesn't have to be kids, but yeah,
Something cold. for
something
the heat.
cold. Yeah, it's nice to have that.
I'm going to ask, but I already think I know the answer to this. Fireworks are illegal over here, right? No? Are you going to have some kind of fireworks show?
We're
on
in
4th?
Montgomery County.
Oh, so you're going to
It's
do
legal.
fireworks on 4th of July? He's like, I'm not saying that.
Will not confirm nor deny.
No, okay.
No,
Ted's going to throw a black cat. The parking lot.
yeah, fireworks. Here you go. Boom.
But if you want to come blow up fireworks, like I guess you can find some random street and come get a beer here at Final Gravity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you should go to Decca and Megaton.
There's a fireworks stand
Go
right
to
next door.
Backview
to us,
and go
so
all the
they'll
local
probably
North Side
do
breweries.
Be
something.
popping some stuff, doing some demos. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely. It'd be a lot of fun. I'll be here. I'm definitely gonna come. That'd be
I
fun.
might bring a black cat.
All right.
I might bring a sleeve.
Bring the whole sleeve.
Yeah.
Dang.
Just set it off.
Yeah.
Just put it in one of the fermenters.
Yeah.
See if we can put it in the water out there.
Yeah, there you go. Get to kill you some fish. Which we didn't. We've talked about that earlier. We didn't talk about it on the second go round. Was the pond?
The pond.
There's a retention pond full not. I don't know if it's full of fish, but you said there's fish
There's
in it.
fish in there.
Yeah.
Can I fish?
And turtle. No, you can't fish.
It's illegal to fish.
Oh.
No, the landlord doesn't like it, and he'll run.
Oh,
you
he
off.
just doesn't like it.
He'll run you off.
I think I met him.
Probably.
So Ted, do you like kites?
I do like kites.
You didn't like design a kite, like a specialized kite or something like that.
Maybe, in a way, I did.
What does that mean?
Well, after or while I was in the Army, I worked for the Human Proving Ground test facility in Yuma, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
And we were working on some of the big parachute systems that NASA wanted to use for their shuttle program and some other stuff. And anywho, in order to make a parachute function correctly, it is you don't just build the parachute and think it's going to work. Some of it has to do with actually kites.
Mm-hmm.
And so we would go out, we would build these things, and we would kite them, put strings on them, just see how well they would fly, and sometimes put a little bit of weight on them and see if they would glide, how they would glide, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got the idea of creating a multi-line kite from that program, and so later on I designed a multi-line, two-line kite, just back and forth. You know, pull left, it turns left. Pull right, turns right. Parafoil. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to make a bigger one. I'm going to do one that's 4 lines.
Mm.
And so I did that. And I started a kite manufacturing company in New Jersey, and then went to Texas, did started the business in Texas, and then I went ahead and what
You
else did I
started.
do?
You opened a kite store, right?
Well, it's not really a kite store. It was a kite manufacturing company,
Okay.
and I designed kites, and
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is really
it's-
cool.
yeah, kind of.
That's how you made your living for a while, was designing kites. That's really interesting.
That's kind of cool.
So this isn't your first business. This isn't your first time trying.
Yeah, but you know what? There's more people interested in drinking beer than buying kites.
Yeah, but you're.
That's
it
true.
wasn't that great.
It just
Yeah.
says that you're passionate about a lot of things.
Yeah.
And you're an entrepreneur. I think like myself and Casey, and you have a passion when it comes to kites, which I've never had, but that's really cool. Like there's something clicked with you when you were out there doing that.
So you could have a kite festival out here.
That would be cool. Have you ever thought about selling kites at the brewery
Well,
with Final Gravity
but
on them?
You know, the type of kites is what no one understands. And when
You made your
everybody-
own kite.
What everybody thinks of is of a kite. They think of a single line plastic kite, made in China, whatever.
Mhm.
That's not what we're talking about here.
Okay.
These kites are like big parafoil. They can pull you.
Yeah.
And this was done a long time ago. There are actually companies now who are using my designs and making millions of dollars.
Wow.
That sucks.
Really?
I know.
How did that happen?
Yeah, that's another long story.
Fair enough.
We
but
got,
yeah,
we got a
that's-
little time.
No.
No?
It's
Did they steal
Long
Did
story
they steal
short-
from you?
yeah. Long story short, somebody came in and basically stole my company from me, and but they didn't get anything out of it either. I didn't get anything out of it except for a settlement, and then all my designs that I had before, people just started copying them.
Oh, that sucks.
That is, yeah.
Yeah.
You live and learn, Now you're here. You're opening a brewery.
Okay, so
Nobody
beer,
can steal your beer recipes.
beer kites. What's more exciting?
Beer.
Beer. We're really excited about where the direction Final Gravity is going. This is what you're into right now. This is your world. You're a part of the community. By the way, Ted has been very much a part of the craft beer community for a while. He came and represented Megaton the last 2 years at the Murky Myers Awards.
Oh, right on.
No Label.
That's cool.
He's done so many other events, been to so many festivals. You've probably seen Ted out there at some point.
I think I'm going to be in Murky Myers this year.
You're going to be in Murky
Hell
Myers
yeah.
this year?
Right on.
When did you talk to Tom about that?
Well,
This is news.
it's actually through Chris.
Okay.
Chris says, Ted, this is his words. Ted, you got to make a double dry hop
Double
IPA.
hazy. Yeah.
I'm wearing a Murky
Yeah.
Myers shirt right now.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I said, okay, well, I haven't really thought about it because I've been so busy doing this, but what do I need to do? And he goes, contact Tom.
You did?
And I sent him an email. He never emailed me back.
Oh,
so
right
he
on.
hasn't. So he hasn't emailed you back.
No, well, apparently he knows. So I'm still going to have one ready. So
I'm sure Tom would, and I'm sure Tom would love to have you participate in that.
I mean,
for sure.
Elder Son's out.
Yeah.
They did it. So, I mean, like, I think he was trying to grow it. So,
No, I can't talk about what he wants to do with it, but he has big plans for Murky Myers this year. I would love to see 3 breweries on the north side participate in Murky Myers. That would be really
that would be
cool.
awesome. Yeah.
And it gives you a good excuse to come over here and try Deca Final Gravity Megaton.
Yeah. Yep.
and I hear that Chris is already working on the artwork.
Oh,
Nice.
Hernandez.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
He keeps saying Chris, and
Yeah.
he's talking about. So Chris Savante is the owner and brewer at one of the brewers at Megaton Brewery.
What?
Savardi.
Savardi. I just said my boss.
Savante?
Whatever. I've been drinking this delicious beer. Fuck
That's
off.
French for Savardi.
Chris Savante. Are you calling him a savant? Is that what? are you trying to?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Does he watch this?
No.
He doesn't have time.
He just had a kid.
Delivering kegs and changing diapers.
Yeah, he's amazing. I don't want to get too much into Megaton, but I really do appreciate what he's been doing at the brewery. He tweaking the recipes and changing the tap room up. It's like a huge change. Like it's really amazing.
Yeah.
Overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good to see.
The dude's amazing. He's fucking genius.
Yep. That's good to see. Good to see. Good to see things like that.
And a great guy who also got a mug from Ted. He got a gold membership as well. Yeah,
Oh, he got the
He
gold.
did. He needs to come in here and have a beer.
he does.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you, Chris? I told him I was coming up here tonight doing the podcast. I was like, "Oh, you're doing the podcast? Yeah, we're doing the podcast." Been super supportive of the podcast. which is really cool of them.
Mm-hmm. So I have a question for you. So if all this THC stuff becomes, fully where it's regulated and everybody's happy and everybody's good with it being, on the market, would that be something you would ever want to mess with?
If it's like alcohol, where the government tried to regulate alcohol and stuff, and they made it legal, then sure, why not?
Okay, cool.
They're actually putting out a statement. What is it, July 21st, when we go back to Austin and we talk about this, and whatever they decide on is something for all breweries. And I told you this on Monday, right after we heard the news. I said every single brewery is paying attention to what's happening right now, and if they're smart, they're already thinking ahead.
Yeah.
About what this could mean for the craft beer scene. Because I said on the last podcast that I said that THC was going away was good for craft beer, even though I love THC. But if we can incorporate it into the industry, and maybe it could be a way to drive younger people. When I say younger people, I mean people that are 21 and up.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
The younger 20s.
The younger 20s.
Yeah.
To come and start visiting craft breweries.
Yeah, I think it's great. There's Eighth Wonder, Spindle Tap. Who else in Houston, the greater Houston area, is doing THC? I know Back Pew is, but I don't.
Back Pew, yeah.
It's tap room only, as far as I know.
Did that surprise the shit out of you? Have you
It
seen
did.
that?
It surprised a lot of people.
Back
Even
Pew.
Chris was surprised. Chris Martin, who's the taproom manager, he was surprised that
They
it
got
happened.
Silly Dr. Is it called Dr. Pepper? What is it?
No, it's a root beer called Silly Soda.
Well, they got Dr. Pepper too.
Not a THC one.
Yes, they do.
No, they must have made. That must be a new one.
Yeah, they got a Silly Dr. Pepper, but I don't think it's called Dr. Pepper, but it's like a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
And then they got root beer.
Okay. So they have two now. Okay.
They got two.
Well, I know that the root beer that I tried, it was 10 milligrams per 12 ounce pour. And
it was really good, Ted.
Really good, and kind of, I would say, I don't want to say strong, like I was like just completely obliterated, but I felt it more so than I did the 10 milligram ones that I've had at Eighth Wonder.
Yeah.
I felt a
think
little
it's
bit
going
more
to open
of
up the doors, and the ones
silliness.
that are already involved in it are already have an advantage.
Jester King just released some stuff right after they announced that it was vetoed. They posted their post about a can release, some THC stuff. I don't even know. I didn't have time. It was one of those things where I was scrolling through and I saw it and I was kind of like, oh, that's cool, and I just kept going. But I don't know what the flavors are, what kind of thing it is. If it's
have
a
you been
seltzer or
following
what,
that at all?
Not really. I think there's a thing that anybody who actually puts it in any kind of product like that would end up being way out of our budget. Because you're going to end up having to pay the state for that as well.
You told me that you've already had companies like that reach out to you since you started the brewery.
I heard of somebody, something like that, yeah. But it's going to be way over our budget. Don't want to mess with it.
I think there might be other opportunities around the corner. I think these people are going to seek out breweries in the future for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I think once it becomes more regulated, they kind of figure things out. Yeah, but Uncle Sam's always going to have to get their little piece of the pie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whether it's local or federal, doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Even just to serve it, we found out, what was it that they said the other day? Marshall at Heights Beer Garden said that they have to pay $150 for the year to serve, just to serve it.
Yeah, $150 a year.
Well, I think that's what it was.
$150.
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
not that bad.
And that way, you were there, right?
I was walking out the door while we were having the conversation. I remember the conversation. But
which we were both like, that's not that. It was like $160 or something like that.
Yeah. Let's actually take a break. This is a great time to take a break.
I could take a break. Gotta pee.
F your liver, the game that will have you salute the general, and then say the alphabet backwards, and then elect the president, and then bust a move, and then throw a ninja star, and then shoot your finger gun, and then roar like a T-Rex, and then freeze like ice, and then karate chop, and then bust a rhyme, and then bet on a horse race, and then spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and then make your buddy laugh. Don't touch the ground because the floor is lava. Tell a story. Read my lips. Just grab 3 to 20 friends, a drink of your choice, shuffle and flip the top card, and let the chaotic hilarity unfold. F your liver. A game worth drinking to.
That could be the intro music. Like it?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, there you go. I saw the red light.
Nice little jingle.
Yeah. Da-da, da-da.
Are you gonna do a song?
No, that was it. That was just a little.
Oh, that's it.
That was just a little.
Are you
piece.
making a Beer Someone theme song right now?
We could write a little Beer Someone country song.
I wish that I could beer someone.
I just wrote. I just wrote on the chalkboard in the bathroom.
Did you? What did you write? I have a small penis.
Brandon has a tiny penis. Yeah.
You did not.
No, I wrote a Beer Someone podcast.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
That makes more sense.
No penis jokes.
No penis. There's a
Not
lot
this
of
time.
penis jokes on it.
There's plenty of already on there. Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of pointing and ridicule.
Hold on to this. It's fine.
I like it.
So we just brought Ashley. Hey Ashley.
Hi.
Hey, Ashley.
So this is your daughter?
Yes.
Yes. Family business, craft brewery. Welcome to the craft beer industry. What do you think?
It's been fun so far. Interesting.
So far, it's
Sure.
about to ramp up.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it
Yep.
really is. It really is.
You're gonna be
4th of
busy.
July weekend.
It's
1
coming
week.
up.
But you've already had some busy nights, I'm sure.
We have. Yeah, it's been pretty good. It was nice coming in today, seeing the parking lot full. I was like, this is exciting. Coming in ready to be busy.
Right. Yeah. Yep. So have you ever been in the service industry before?
Not at all.
Ever? Wow.
No,
Nice.
Not
Welcome.
At all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This industry will spoil you. Don't think you can do this and then go just work at a regular restaurant. Coming from 20-something years of
Yeah.
experience, I'm telling you,
Yeah, I
this
wouldn't
will,
be able to be like
the
a
patrons here will
waitress or
spoil
something.
you
Yeah.
compared to going to a regular place.
I believe it.
Yeah. No, the brewery people are the best people.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Seen it so far, anyways.
Yeah. Man, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Welcome aboard.
So I asked Ted earlier, what does Final Gravity look like in a year?
In a year,
In a year.
you're asking me. Okay. I would say it's constantly busy.
Ooh.
Wednesdays through Sundays. Definitely have a good crowd of regulars, right? So they come in, we greet them by name, already know their orders.
Love that.
You know, that good relationship with them and everything. Lots of events, you know, to help it grow, bring more people in. Events are fun.
Yep.
Families like them. So just keeping all that steady going.
Are you
Yeah.
going to help with the events, like coming up with them, creating them?
Maybe creating them behind the scenes, not hosting.
You don't want to host
I
and
don't wanna
actually be the
host.
person that has to. Gotcha. Yeah.
No, but I'll plan them.
No
Okay.
public speaking?
No public speaking. Absolutely not.
Do you take photos or anything for the?
Not professionally.
But I mean,
She took a picture of us doing this podcast earlier.
Yeah, but are you taking any photos for social media or anything like that?
I think I'm kind of needing to,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
That's cool, yeah.
With the website and stuff, trying to figure that stuff out.
I think Ted's
Right
been
on.
doing a great idea, but I think more input and more collaboration is a
Yeah.
great idea.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's great. That's awesome. Are you gonna start brewing?
She will.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. She's gonna get her feet wet soon.
Nice.
Soon.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll see.
Cool. That's
Is that
fun.
something you're interested in?
I have no idea, honestly. I think just trying it out and seeing how it goes.
Yeah.
We were
mean,
talking
why
about it
not?
before.
But-
Right. Yeah. It'd be a fun experience, regardless if you do
Maybe.
it again or yeah.
It's just
Or
pouring and
just be terrible.
stirring, right?
Yeah, pouring it in and
Pour grain and stir.
stirring, measuring a little bit maybe.
Yeah. There you go. Turn
we
this
were talking
valve.
about that before.
Yeah. Well, that'll be fun. That's pretty cool.
Are you a fan of local craft beer at all?
I've just kind of gone with Ted and Mom.
Yeah. You've been to Megaton and Decca and Backpew and the North Side?
Yeah, I think that's probably the only ones actually.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
from somebody who's never been in the brewing industry, never been in the service industry, somebody who is new to all this, what's your take on like what a brewery or brew pub should be? What do you think it is that they are that maybe some other places are lacking? You don't have to call them out by name, obviously, but You can share your opinions.
I don't know if I have opinions on that.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Being completely new and not going to other places like that, so I don't know if I could tell other people what they're lacking.
Right on.
'Cause
I
I
guess what
haven't
you're saying, you're
experienced that enough.
really just kind of this is it for like as far as like where you've gone.
Yeah.
Have you been to Backpew or Megaton?
I have Backpew once,
Okay.
Megaton multiple times.
Yeah, I figured you've at least been to Megaton.
Yeah, for sure.
That's cool.
And I
That's
think
what's
you've been to Ingenious too with this one.
I never went.
No?
You did.
You missed something. It was
Yeah, I mean, you brought back like beers and stuff, so I
Okay, maybe
had
that's
them,
what
but
it
I didn't
was.
actually go.
Right on. Yeah. Yeah.
What's
no,
your
it's-
favorite
it's
style of
pretty cool.
beer?
My favorite what?
Style of beer?
Lagers.
Lagers?
Nice.
Yeah, lighter stuff.
That's what's up. That's cool. Do you like any of the flavored stuff, like an orange lager or anything like
Yeah,
that?
I'm drinking the orange
Oh,
right
okay.
now.
Nice.
Love the pickle. That's my favorite.
It's so good.
right
He
on.
makes a great pickle beer.
Pickle
I just want to put that.
anything I love, but
Yeah.
yeah, I love the
That'd be good
pickle.
when it's hot out.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime.
That's what's up. Hell yeah.
We had to drag her out onto this podcast. She did
Little bit.
little
You
bit.
can tell how comfortable I am, right?
Well, Ted
Pretty
wanted you to
comfortable.
come on.
Yeah.
He did. He did.
I did.
Yeah. Are you as into Halloween as?
No.
No. Oh, okay. No.
Halloween is trick or treating with the kids. So.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
That's
what
true.
I do.
That's same here.
Yeah.
I'm the same person every year. I'm the dude, so I can wear a robe.
I've
Yeah.
dressed up
I
the
like
last
it.
couple of years.
Uh-huh.
I have, yeah. I've actually invested in costumes.
Yeah, I could see you doing that though, and that could be something that you're more into.
Recently.
I'm
The
more
last,
of like
couple of years.
practicality. Like I'm participating. I'm wearing the same costume I've had for the same 8 years,
Using
but
what
at
you
least I'm
already have
there.
in your closet.
And then,
kinda
yeah,
thing.
my hair's
Yeah.
already grown out, and I like White Russians, so it just works.
Our costumes, this Halloween may actually be skeletons.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
Like
That'd be cool.
Karate
We already
Kid?
got
Yeah.
Phil here.
No, what?
Like Karate Kid?
Yeah, like Karate Kid.
Yeah, like Karate
Okay.
Kid.
Ooh,
Wait, Karate Kid was the skeleton?
There's a scene
remember
where
that
they
one.
go to like a Halloween dance or
Yeah.
something,
They're-
and
what?
the bad guys, all the mean kids, are wearing like skeleton costumes.
Oh,
you know what though?
I vaguely remember that.
You know what though? They were just minding their own business, trying to smoke a J in the bathroom.
They were.
And fucking little
Danny
shithead
Russo.
Danny had to go and mess with their shit because
He's
he was mad.
Yeah, they were just chilling, and he went and fucked with
He was
them.
a shit starter the whole time.
It is true. That's
is
kind of
true.
like the basis
That's
of
why
what
you had to
Cobra Kai
learn
started on.
karate,
Yeah, I guess
right?
so. We've all seen the video where it talks about Danny being the villain.
Yeah.
You've seen, you know where? Oh, man, but did you ever watch Karate Kid?
A couple times.
I know
as a
because I'm,
kid, maybe.
I'm assuming you're a bit old, you're a bit younger than me, so I'm probably dating myself a little
She's
bit.
25.
Okay, so Karate Kid is kind of it's an old movie, but yeah, no, it's
No, I've watched it. I've
yeah.
watched it.
So
I don't remember
they
it that
break
way.
down in a video that was like went viral or whatever that explains why
I
Danny's
think that's
the bad
what
guy.
created the Cobra Kai series. I think
And
that's
it's
what.
so funny.
I
Yeah.
haven't watched that either, though.
That I'm not trying. We'll get back to beer, but I did want to
Sorry.
say
Yeah.
that movie that just came out with Jackie Chan and what's the actor that played Danny Russo?
Oh, he was in Crossroads.
Yeah, the guy from
Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio.
Yeah.
That movie bombed, and I heard they're only in it for like 20 minutes,
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
which makes
Yeah.
me not want to see it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the. Ralph
Also, Cobra
Macchio.
Kai got a little weird.
Yeah, I watched the first bit of it and I lost interest, but yeah, sorry.
Sorry for taking in a Karate Kid
Yeah.
direction. I heard you said skeleton costume. What are your skeleton costumes going to look like?
I have no idea.
I was a
It's just,
skeleton one
thinking-
year, so I think I already have the costume.
Oh, it was a great one too, honestly. Yes, but I'm not gonna wear one of those.
You should.
No.
Is it like a leotard?
It
Yes.
was like full spandex. like,
No.
skeleton.
Ted leotard.
So is the whole bar team going to be in skeleton costume?
Maybe we'll see.
I
don't
vote
know
yes.
yet. Yeah, maybe just the faces.
Maybe. Oh,
Yeah.
just faces?
I don't know.
I feel
We'll
like
see.
I would just do
I'll-
just bodies
I'll
and
have
not
to,
faces.
I'll have to shave if I have to do a skeleton though. You know.
You could do a bearded skeleton.
Yeah.
It doesn't look
Glasses.
the same. Yeah, with glasses. It doesn't look the same.
Yeah.
I hope you do something for Halloween here because you are such a big
Without a
look.
doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
If not this year, maybe next year.
Next
No,
year.
This year.
There's too much going on.
It's October. It'll be
I
fine.
know. Yeah.
It'll be here before you know it.
Exactly.
But she's right, though. I mean, you should do something.
I just feel like you have so much love for that culture.
Like,
that
there it is. That's our decor. You already got your Christmas decor up, too.
Yep.
No, wait. That's a 4th of July tree.
It's a holiday tree.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
not a Christmas tree.
It is a Christmas
All right, there's a
tree,
menorah on it. Please tell me there is.
And it's a beer tree. There's beer elements on it.
All right.
Go
I don't even think we see that.
Go.
You can see a little bit on your camera.
No, you can't. But if you look at some of the clear balls, there's wheat and there's
what?
Grain. There's grain.
Oh, grain.
I didn't say weed.
I heard weed.
Literally what I heard.
That's literally what I
Of
heard.
course you did.
We all did.
The tree is made of weed.
Yeah?
Is he saying there's a weed scavenger hunt now? This is a new? No, I'm just kidding. I'm joke.
That's maybe next week.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I'm just surprised you said he would make THC beers.
Did you say that?
We'll see what happens.
Heck yeah.
Oh, you like that?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't even know that was a thought.
Is that the one you want to make now?
Yeah, I'll make
Okay.
that one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
See, she's in.
cool. Hey.
We talk about young people getting craft beer. You saw I don't know if she was on camera, but she got visually excited when we said weed beer.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, and the potential that, I mean, if everything goes the way it should, then that would be a great thing for you guys to do.
Yeah?
And then that could be like your whole department.
I take care of that.
You just do just that.
I would take
You
care
do
of
the
that.
THC seltzers
Hell
or
yeah.
sodas or whatever they would be. You do the beers. I don't know.
Hell yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there any other input you've contributed to the brewery so far? Like, is there anything? I know I saw you up here one time, like stacking the bricks on the walls.
Yes, the brick wall. That brick wall.
But the brick wall. What
Did
else
that.
in here?
The black shiplap wall in the back that has the logo, the LED sign. I did that wall.
That's cool.
Did that?
Yeah.
She helped out.
It's here whenever I could
other,
be.
Other areas. I had her helping me with sheetrock.
Sheetrock?
Yeah,
Yep.
did do
Wow.
some
She
of
did a
that.
better job than the guys that I actually hired to do sheetrock.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
That's good.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm excited for Final Gravity and what it does here in Houston.
Where to?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be pretty great. A lot of people have come in and said, like, this is going to take off. This place is going to be something. The location, they love the place, the beers. I think it's also going to be a great.
Yeah. I think
Great
it'll do really
thing.
well.
Yeah? And you're just going to get sick of this fast.
Yeah, I already am.
Right. I could have. Like, it's going to wind up in the pond.
Why did this end up in front of me? Everybody's looking at me.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
idea. Didn't think of that one yet. Yeah, I'm going to put some tape in it or something.
There you go. Tape the thing. Tape the bell.
Well, we've been going a little while now. You think maybe we should shut this thing down?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess my last question to Ted is the question I like to ask everybody is where do you see the future of craft beer? Not necessarily for Final Gravity, but just in general.
Craft beer is going to stay alive. There's no doubt about it. I mean, there's so many different people doing different things. It's going to be around. It's not going away. I don't care what they say.
I think that I like that. I
like
that.
it.
Yeah. Love it. Love the optimistic
Yeah.
optimism.
Faux show.
Cheers, everybody.
Clink, clink.
Thank you so much. Oh,
across
let me see if
the-
I can get over there.
There we go.
Casey. We did it. Hey, thank you everybody for listening to Beer Someone episode 11 here at Final Gravity Brewing and Porter. It will be open officially July 4th, which is when this podcast is being released. So you should be driving to Porter right now, or
On
Saturday
your way
or
or here.
Sunday, but just get over here. Get over here. Come check out Final Gravity, and really excited to see what happens here. Yeah.
Me too.
Thank you so much for listening. Y'all
Cheers,
have a
guys.
great time, and
Thanks
I'll
for
see y'all
having us.
next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you for having us.